There's a huge paradigm shift happening right now that I'd like to talk about. Over the past 50 years, we've seen a steady erosion of this go to a good school, work really hard, get a good education, get a good job, retire from that job paradigm, right? Nobody retires from their first job anymore. People change not just jobs, but careers. On an average, it used to be 7 times. Now it's way more than that. And that's because if you think about in any job, the longer you're in the job, your pay is increasing and your skills generally, technical skills are generally decreasing relative to the rest of the market, because there's a cohort coming behind you that's generally speaking better than you at the skills. They're learning things that are latest and greatest in the space. So you can't really compete with them unless you move up the scale and you become an orchestrator. You're working with different people and you deliver outcomes by coordinating between different parties. So you have to move up the delivery scale. You have to move up to management, basically. That's the only way you can stay in the same job. Otherwise, you'll be replaced by the people that are younger than you and better than you. However, right now, there is another erosion happening. Go to a good school, get a good education, get a good job. Right there, that doesn't apply anymore. And this is because the cohort that's coming behind you, this is AI. This doesn't just have knowledge. It can synthesize experiential knowledge. It's not just book knowledge. And it's got tools. It can even execute things. And it's learning much, much faster than what you can learn. So basically knowledge is being commoditized right now, right? And implementing that knowledge is also being commoditized in certain ways. So you can't just bank that if you work really hard and learn stuff, and most of us are this way in the sense that we try to learn more skills and think that, oh, if I just learn more things, I'll be able to make more money because I'll know more stuff, right? This doesn't apply anymore because all knowledge is essentially available and you can interact with it and you can use it to execute things. So what you need to become is you need to become a builder, and not just builder of apps. You need to become a builder of solutions. You need to solve things end to end. You need to deliver the outcomes. So you can't sell knowledge anymore. You can't even sell skills anymore or execution anymore, really. What you need to sell is you need to sell outcomes. And if you've been in a certain industry or different industries for a long time, if you're a pretty experienced person, you have an advantage because you're deeply problem aware in various industries. You're also deeply people aware, and you know the right problems to attack. So you can work on the right things. And today with AI, you can build these things that solve problems end to end fairly easily and sell them. If you are younger though, what are your advantages? Your advantages are that you're scrappy, you have less needs, right? You can figure things out quickly, you have high energy, and you have longer runway, right? You can try and fail more. The people that are much older than you, they don't have that runway, so they have to focus on the right problem. Their time is way more valuable to them. To you can try and fail and figure things out. This is a huge advantage. But also, because you can do that, you can solve niche problems and get wedged in, get your foot in quicker than the people that are trying to solve much bigger problems. Read Innovator's Dilemma, or Google, work with AI on what Innovator's Dilemma talks about. It's basically the fact that people or companies that have huge market share are always disrupted by people that solve smaller problems in that same market. So you can do that and get your foot in and grow from there. That's your advantage. But irrespective of where you're at in the spectrum, you're highly experienced or you're younger, you're just getting started, you need to build right now, because just gaining knowledge and gaining skills and expecting that people will pay you for them is not going to work anymore.